Okay, our craft this time is Thanksgiving. And here's an overview of the things we're going to do for Thanksgiving. Here's a picture of some of them, so you can see what we're going to do. And the last one is right there, our Thanksgiving turkey. This one, you take half a small paper plate. Cut half a small paper. This is already traced, the shape. It could be half a paper plate, and then you could put the little head on the paper plate, and then the fat tongue depressor on the back, and the feathers, and they can color it too. Now this one was a cutout, but you can take a half a paper plate and make it just the same, just as easily, and put on your feathers, and then it could stand up. Okay, this one, again, we're talking about tongue depressors. This one is, if you're talking about pilgrims and Indians and the beginning of Thanksgiving and how it all started, you can make these. You can find these in coloring books. They're pictures of the Indians or the boy and the girl pilgrim, and you can put a stick on them and make them into a puppet. And then they can have a puppet show or a theater type affair, and they could act out the beginning of Thanksgiving and how the Indians came together with the pilgrims and they shared a feast. So that's another idea, but you can find these usually in coloring books. This one too you could probably find in a coloring book. This nice fat turkey, and they can color that one and add feathers to it if they like, or add glitter to it, and they can decorate that one. This is another type turkey. This again is one that is similar to the other one. It's round like that, and they can add the paper plate to the back of it, or they can add this to the back of it and make it into a turkey. I also have the hats for Thanksgiving, and we have several of them, and they're all different colors, and we make games out of them. Games and songs, and the children go and choose the hat that's black, the hat that's red, the hat that's orange, the one that's yellow, and you can use that and make a game out of it for Thanksgiving. This is my favorite turkey. It's a turkey that was easy to make, and what I did was I took, first of all, a footprint like this, and I put it in behind a ring. Took a paper towel, made a ring, or not a paper towel, a paper plate, made a ring with the paper plate. Then I colored that ring with a marker. I colored it all brown on the other side that I was going to use. As you can see, it's all brown in here. So it's just a brown marker, or you can paint it with a brush, or you can sponge paint it, however you want to make this color brown right here. Okay, then after you've colored that all brown, you take a footprint like this and you stick it on the back. Now I chose to use 2 footprints to make the bottom part of my turkey, so that the turkey had like 2 drumsticks or 2 legs with the feet in behind. Okay, now can you see these feet? Okay, with the 2 feet that are orange. And then I took the googly eyes, and for the beak I cut a diamond and then glued that on, and then just a little red piece, you can see right here, just a little red piece right there for the wattle. So you've got the diamond beak that you fold in half like a triangle, then you've got the wattle, and you've got the googly eyes, and you've glued 2 footprints or 1 footprint depending on how you choose, and you glue that on the back side of the paper plate that you've cut the ring out of, and you've put a string on the top of it because you're going to hang it up. Okay, once that's done and your paper plate is colored brown, then you take little strips of paper like this, little pieces of paper like that. What I did was I took the strip and made it into a roll I put glue on it, made it into a roll like that. Like that. I have another one here, so you can see. And then you just glue them on all the way around. And if you alternate colors, it gives it a beautiful color effect. And then you've got your ribbon here, your ribbon at the top to hang it up with. And there's your Thanksgiving turkey. It can go on your door, on your bulletin board, or the children can take it home and put it in their bedroom. Anyway, that's my favorite turkey that I've made this year. Okay, next, you can take a circle, a round brown circle. Take a margarine container, trace the margarine container around the outside, cut it out. You can have them ready for the children, or they can do it themselves and cut it out and trace it. Then again, I took the diamond shape for the beak, only this one's yellow instead of orange, and the red wattle. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a red wattle right there. And then your googly eyes, and then you just take strips of paper like this, and you cut. Have the children just cut the corners. Cut the corners off. The corners off your strips, and that makes it into a round edge at the top like this. And then on the back of your, or it can be rounded off more so if you want to, like this one is quite a bit rounder than the other ones. These are kind of pointy. Just let the kids do it, and they'll have fun with making their feathers however they like. Give them strips of paper, different colors, and they'll have fun with that. So once they've cut all the ends, then they take it and they just alternate colors and color it on, glue it on the back, and there's their turkey. There's their Thanksgiving turkey. Again, you can use it on a bulletin board if you want, or just give it to them to take back home. They're so pleased with their work and really thrilled with what they've made. Okay, I have a lot of hand turkeys here. Turkeys that I've made from hand. Okay, this one, we trace the hand shape. The children trace their own hand. They can do this, or they can do it in pairs. Have one children trace the hand, or the other one holds their hand for them to trace. Okay, so they trace their hand, put it down. The thumb is the head. So you put your googly eye on the head and your wattle, and this one doesn't have a beak, but you would probably put a beak on it. Then I took feathers and gave them to the children, and they alternated with their feathers for the wings or the feathers on the turkey. Each finger got a different color, or if they want to, they can make it all the same color. At the bottom part, again, the feet, just cut a straight line and then two, like a fork, two lines going out, and actually you could just cut a triangle on a straight line and then cut two little triangles, and that'll give you your feet. You can do them in yellow or orange, and that's your feather turkey. They love this one. Sometimes they get a little carried away with the feathers, but hey, that's okay.